So the girls could be ostensibly placed under arrest, but what we're really doing is arresting them, bringing them to a third hotel room to talk to our social workers, our victim specialists, and a FBI agent there to get intel from them about who their pimp is and offer them the opportunity to go into rehab and to a women's shelter to get them away. But the only way you can ever have that conversation and not have the girls say F you is if you arrest them and detain them for the crime of prostitution. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Gives you leverage.
it gives you leverage to have the conversation.
Yeah.
Again, we're not looking to harm these girls. We're looking to save these girls. Meanwhile, we have an interdiction team outside the hotel in the parking lot trying to identify who the pimp is. It's probably driven them there and waiting for them. That person is also detained, fully identified, searched if possible, and then generally cut loose because we're not looking for a quickie on them. We're looking to build a either racketeering case or a sex trafficking case against them, an enterprise investigation. Okay, not just a quick hit. And trying to kind of cut that cycle off of these poor girls. So I was the undercover. Lots of interesting stories, bringing the girls in, trying to negotiate sex with them, trying to keep my clothing on while I'm doing it because there's an entire room full of FBI agents and analysts watching me on video 6 feet away. I would then say I would ask them for an upgrade on what was agreed upon,
right.
A sex act that had not been discussed before. We would settle on the price for that sex act, and then I would say the code word, and then they would come in the room, arrest the girl, take her to a third room, and then I would just literally then we bring the next girl in the room. And so, Operation Cross Country. I think it's a great program to address sex trafficking of teenagers and usually young women. Sometimes you don't really know if they're always going to be teens. This is a story of a pimp. 26-year-old Angelo Lombardo from Florida. He was a pimp. Had 4 young women in his stable. First recruit was Carrie, and he took her on the road servicing customers, going from city to city, opening up a hotel room, taking out the ad, and then in-call versus out-call. Mm-hmm. And he promised her a better life, but she got to keep none of the money for that she earned through paid sex. Angelo took it all, and he would abuse her and beat her. It was a bad situation. Second woman, Linda, also from Florida. Angelo told Linda that if she didn't do what he wanted, she would never see her family again. Okay? When she tried to quit, Angelo took her driver's license from her, so she didn't have any ID, and punched her several times. Third girl, Jessie, homeless and on the streets of Portland, Oregon, one of those kind of street gutter punk kids they have out there. Angelo set her up in a hotel room and then began placing ads on commercial sex websites for men to rent her by the hour. When she tried to quit, Angelo put a gun to her head and told her that wasn't going to happen. Okay. Fourth girl, also from Portland, that was Maria. She had just turned 18. He promised her financial stability if she'd just work for him, but he kept all the money and isolated her from her family. So these are the 4 victims of him who are out there serving as prostitutes. His trafficking operation makes its way to Boston. He gets pulled over by a police officer. An on-the-ball officer sees this for what it is, and he separates the girls from Angelo for questioning. Like, call in another car. Angelo, go sit in that police car. And then the girls are separated and interviewed. And they told the story. They told the truth of their sex enslavement. They saw this as an opportunity to get away from Angelo. And they gave the address of the nearby hotel in Revere, Massachusetts, where Angelo had made his headquarters during their stay.
Right.
Okay. Police arrest Angelo, who had $3,000 cash in his pocket at the time. And they loop in the FBI because they see this as not just a simple arrest of a pimp, but an interstate sex trafficking operation with women essentially being held against their will.
Right.
Okay. Search warrant of Angelo's hotel room finds a handgun with a laser sight and a completely full large capacity magazine. This is a problem, Matt Cox. Can you imagine why? Why does he have why is his gun a particular problem? Because he's a convicted felon.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and so we got felon with
he's using it to control them.
Clearly. So we got charges: conspiracy to commit sex trafficking by force and being a felon in possession of a firearm. The truthful testimony of these 4 girls is critical to his decision to plead guilty. These girls were very brave when push came to shove.
Why was he? I'm wondering. He's going from city to city. Yeah. Why is that? Is it because he feels like he?
That's not unusual. These guys go on tour with these girls, and And I think they feel that if it
wanna
keeps
stay
them
in one.
moving, it keeps
Yeah.
them moving, and they could burn out the clientele in Jacksonville and go to Tampa and have a whole new set of like horn dog dudes who this is their thing.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they figure if I move every 2 weeks, it doesn't give the police enough time.
I think that's true too.
Okay.
I think that 100% true. And I know when I did my Operation Cross Country, a few of these girls were out of towners on tour. Yeah, and some of them are ready for the help, getting help, while others are not. And but let's get back to Angelo. It's time for his sentencing. He's got these 4 poor girls, each one with a terrifying story of their own.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a lot of interstate sex trafficking. How much time are you going to give him for all the marbles, Matt Cox? Again, don't forget the felon in possession of a firearm thing.
I think 25 years.
25 years?
Yeah.
Okay. Talk to me about it. What are your thoughts? There's a lot riding on this.
It's I don't know if they really didn't hit him like kidnapping, but it's sex trafficking, right?
It's sex trafficking.
Yeah,
It's
and
definitely not kidnapping.
Yeah, but I feel like there's a lot of enhancements here, So I think 25 years seems reasonable.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's unreasonable. I'm just wondering if you're committed to that's what it was.
Listen, I'd have to hit it on the head to win this thing.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
25 years, might as well go to it. I'm not going to hit it on the head. So 25 years, and he pled guilty. Like,
Yeah, that's something. You get a discount for that, don't you?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he saved the government a cost of a trial with 4 witnesses who probably, they're willing to testify. They're certainly not excited about it. And let's call it what it is. These girls probably have some baggage.
Yeah. I knew a guy who was in my unit who he had like 5 or 6 girls that were staying at his house. He says they were staying because another guy had dropped them off there, and he was just letting them stay there. But he pled guilty to 25 years. Oof. Yeah, it was like he had an AK-47. The girls were like literally all of them were like runaways from trailer parks and bad situations, and they're all young, not underage, but just young. Mm-hmm. He was probably 30, 35 years old, and he got 25 years. And and to me, who knows what the true story was.
Did he go to trial and lose?
No, no. Did he go to trial? I don't know if he went to trial or he didn't go to trial, but either way, it wasn't. He was saying that they charged him with human trafficking. But I knew what the charge was, human trafficking. Right. He's saying, listen, when they came to my house, all I did was I had the girls. I would just let them stay here. It was another guy. It was but whatever. He got 25 years. So that seems like
his charge was a conspiracy to commit sex trafficking and felon in possession of a firearm.
So what do you think? It's less than 25 years?
I don't think anything. My job's not to think. My job's to make sure you are armed with the facts so you can make an informed decision.
Well, I think it's probably 20 years because you're not pushing for me to go higher or lower.
I'm not pushing you either way.
I'm going 20 years. 20 years. 25 years. 25 years. Colby?
Which is it? Or C, a different answer altogether. Because he pled guilty.
The pled makes it sound like he's saying go down.
I'm not saying anything.
Years.
I'm making sure you understand the fact. I'm familiar with these cases. This is the first time you're hearing this one. You have a lot to absorb. And they have a saying in Russia, povtorenie mlčenia. It means repetition is the mother of learning. If I say these things again and again to you, repetition-wise, you're going to learn.
Not to trust you. That's what I've learned. Don't be moved.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, they also say with the SAT, go with your first instinct. Don't change your answer. They say that to kids who go to community college.
20 years.
20 years.
Yes.
Final answer?
Yes.
Correct answer is 13 years.
13 years?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Judges be wild in Matt Cox. Colby, final score?
5 of 12.
Ooh, it was like within your grasp.
We're going to guess 13 years.
5 of 12 for both episodes today.
Yeah, well, last 2 episodes were 5 of 12. Do we need to up the percentage to 30, 40, 50% to help Matt out?
I think
No, you need to stop moving me all over the place.
You make it
when I
sound-
was, like it was like twice I was right on. I guessed perfectly, right?
Man,
It was
you
two
were a
different times,
successful
and then you
YouTuber.
moved me
You're
off.
a name brand celebrity. I went to dinner with you, and the crowd gathered to recognize you was insane. So the idea that you have no agency in the decisions you make is crazy. And also,
one guy walked by the table and said, "Hey, Matt Cox, I like your story." I was like, "Oh, thank you."
yeah. But no, you're a real life celebrity, and you're good at this.